So we have a low power fault detector, a wireless transmitter system, which is basically comprised of this sensor. It's a triaxial accelerometer that goes into mux, multiplexer, and then fed into analog to digital converter, which is then fed into CPU and then finally goes through the radio. This sensory system is powered by a battery, which is a CR2032 coin cell, and has a capacity of 225 milliamps hour. It has a life of 50 days, so it can last up to 50 days, considering operation time is 24/7, right? This part of the transmitter system, the sensor part, it's actually consuming 6 microamps hour per hour. Every hour, it's basically consuming 6 microamp hour. We have to find out the proportion of the battery's capacity, which is 225 milliamp hour, the proportion of the battery capacity consumed by this sensory system right here, right? Pretty simple stuff. So let's try to break it down. I'm going to make it real easy for you. So an hour consumption is basically given, which is 6 microamp hour, correct? This is for 1 hour. So if I multiply that by 24, that will give me 1 day consumption, right? 6 microamp hour times 24, that would equal 144 microamp hour, right? Similarly, if I take this number and I multiply that by 50, that would give me 50-day consumption of the sensor system in this wireless transmitter system, right? So taking 144 microamp hour times 50, that would equal 7200 microamp hour. So now that we have calculated a 50-day consumption of the battery by this sensor system, we also know the total capacity, which was 225 milliamp hour, correct? Now, because the two units are different, what I could do here, basically maybe convert this 225 milliamp hour to microamps, so the two units are same, or I can convert this into milliamp. So I'm gonna convert this into microamp. So this becomes 225 000 microamp hour, correct? And in order to find out the battery consumption by a sensory system right here, all I need to do is to take a ratio of the two. Remember, this is gonna be in the numerator because this is the sensor system. 7200 microamp hour, and then the total capacity in microamps is 225 000 microamp hour. The units will cancel out, and if I do the math here, 7200 divided by 225,000, I basically get 0.032, and because I've been asked to give the answer in percentage, this will actually be equivalent to saying 3.2%, and that's your answer. So 3.2% of the total battery capacity is being consumed by this sensory system.